I do want to just address the issue of no tax increase with the bond. Only thing I want to say is that while the tax rate is not set to increase, it's got to be obvious that in order for us to pay down $350 million of debt, that over time, valuations are going to increase, new property is going to be developed. The overall tax revenue has to increase for us to be able to pay that debt off. So it's a little bit of a misnomer. I want to be clear. My opinion is that taxes have to rise in order for us to pay that bond debt off, but your tax rate is not projected to increase.
I know I've seen signs all over the place, and I just heard it twice here this morning, that there's going to be no new taxes. Yet, in the pact that's supporting this bond, it does say, proposition of Montgomery County, Texas, to issue road bonds and to levy a tax in payment thereof. So I thought, well, do we take them at face value? We've been pushing them to admit that there is going to be an increase in taxes. Joe Michaels actually admitted it last night in the Shenandoah event that, Judge, you were at, and Commissioner Wiley. We said there's going to be a small tax increase. And then I got up and appreciated him, congratulated him for making note of that amount, or that fact that there is going to be a tax increase. And that was brought home just the other day when we got our tax appraisal, the new one that just came in. Now, we were taxed out of our last house. We don't get too far from Commissioner Noack, Precinct 3. Now we're in your precinct, Commissioner Ryan. Our taxes went up, appraisals went up 27%. That was quite a shocker, though maybe not surprising. My comment is, I'm not sure with $2 billion indebtedness that this county has in total, including the ISDs and everything that's coming down the pipe, that's going to pump us up over $3 billion, that we're not going to see an increase in taxes. Thank you very much.
Yeah, new growth, and the verbiage on it says that levy a payment thereof, issue taxes and levy a payment thereof, simply means that we will be using ad valorem taxes to pay off debt. Very simple. It's not a special tax to pay this bond debt. Other comments?
Judge, Commissioners, I'm Steve Toth. Thanks for the opportunity to speak to you today. I have two properties in the Woodlands, and one in Precinct 2, Magnolia. And I own a business in Magnolia, and I live in Precinct 2. And I don't know how many of you have gotten these appraisal letters. Unfortunately, the vast majority of people just leave them in their envelopes and never open them because their taxes, property taxes, are escrowed. But I've seen both properties over the past 2 years go up 25%. 25% in 2 years. And so for anyone that is representing this bond to say that there will not be a tax increase, it's, they're asking the silly question, who you can believe, me or your own eyes? It's like kicking someone and the person turns around and says, why'd you kick me? And you say, I didn't kick you, my shoe did. I mean, there is a tax increase and we're all feeling it. Susan Combs in 2013 said, of Texas, we're carrying so much debt at the county level, and I fear that we're taxing Texans out of their home. This is not about one project. It's not about the extension. It's about a bad contract for the voters of Montgomery County, where we're going to them and saying, we're going to do this, we're not going to listen, and we're not going to raise your taxes. We need to have a good discussion with them about what's required to really take care of the mobility issues that we have in this county, and tell them it's going to include more taxes.